Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Motherland Fort Salem, Season 1, Episode 2, My Witches. I still don't know for sure if it's called just Fort Salem or Motherland Fort Salem. The first episode of this was so much better than I was expecting and I was really looking forward to watching it, so I am so ready for this next one. I do not know what to expect. I'm scared about, it comes off Amiga? It's been a week, I've already forgotten. Amiga, but I'm scared about sort of what's going to happen, and I just want the main three to become really strong in their bond, and I'm scared that's not going to happen, but I'm so excited to explore more of this world. If you would like to watch even the unedited version of this reaction, it's up on my Patreon along with the next couple of episodes, and the edited version is up a week early as well on Patreon if you would like to watch that. So yeah, I don't want to wait any longer. Let's go. Are you allowed to fraternize with other cadets? Don't use her.
Do you have to go?
You have to be honest in a relationship, and just because you're spree, I don't know who Megan for some reason, just because you're spree doesn't mean.
I'll try.
If you're in a relationship, you gotta be open and honest. When you're a secret agent, that's hard.
Madam President, Kelly.
At least, you know, women in power has worked for the non-witches as well, which it seems like.
There's a lot you don't know. Is that so?
You don't necessarily really pull the strings around here, or anywhere.
Looks like this.
I just love the rich history of this show. Like, I'm on episode 2 and I can just feel it. And one of these actually producers is called Joy, so obviously it's gonna be good. I do still want the session explained to me though. Does she know her? She does know her.
I'm gonna die a terrible death. You know,
Oh.
there's no going back.
Are they best friends or more? Are these witch children? I mean, some of them are boys, but... Or are they just... Like, are they the children of witches, both boys and girls, or...
See the fossilings?
Don't let her take your joy. That's what she eats.
Please don't eat me.
Pick it up.
Oh, Tally.
Stab me in the eye. What?
That
Now.
That was my night.
At least it seems like for once Abigail didn't start the rivalry.
Necro.
Ooh, do you know Scylla?
Best in her year. Yeah. Bit cagey, though.
The thing you've got to understand is that necros
She's
are a
spree.
weird lot. I heard the army killed her folks.
Oh, goodness. That would explain why she's spree.
Why? Give your special necro a minute to open up. Bet she's worth it.
I don't, she's spree.
Oh well,
And
thanks.
as of right now, the spree and murder are not so innocent, so I don't like them. Is she secretly Scylla? I was wondering that. So was that story even true? So does she try and recruit specific people to become spree, or does it do something to you? This is wonderful teaching.
Training resumes in 2 hours.
You're okay.
Don't take it out on Tally.
Remove it.
Oh, it really took it out of her.
Better help. We're a unit. Shut up, Tally.
Poor Tally. I mean, she didn't know she was going somewhere like... You can't just join in necessarily, can you? Unless this is all spree. Is this the secret meeting of the spree, which is just the necro class?
How'd you like it, my love?
Oh, so
Surprised. I was kind of surprised when I was making it for you.
they've made peace. That's lovely.
I just so should you.
I'm really trying to have a nice conversation, Mom.
Oh.
It's a death sentence, Tally. The place is not you. When are you coming home?
I can understand a mother wanting her child to not be there, but it is Tally's choice, and I respect her.
A lot of chatter about how fast training is coming at you ladies, but are you really surprised given the state of the world?
What are you so weepy about?
Don't take it out on Tally.
Combat charm. What about your mom anyway? So easy for you to say. What does that mean?
Oh.
I just mean she's so supportive. My mom is a constant source of pressure. Make no mistake. Hey, how about we cool it on the mom talk?
Oh.
Sorry. In fact, why don't both of you just stop talking?
There's a lot of discord here, but yeah, take that rage and use it in your magic. Good job, team. I'm scared Glory's gonna die because she's not a main.
Go.
See, Tally's got her friends, so you two better make friends. Wow, it looks like her. That's good.
You wanna see this? Yeah.
No. I'm now scared this boy's gonna kill this little girl. I love Tally. She's definitely my favourite character so far. This is a reenactment of the Salem witch trials.
Suckling toads at your breast, which we have all seen you do.
All of us.
Why don't you back slowly away from my shit, and I'll back slowly away from your shit.
They do just have a weird tentative alliance. Is this attack going to distract them and they're going to attack the pageant? Seeing some witches in action. Or is her daughter going to die? Because they know they can track them. Oh my goodness, they just made that mother watch her daughter die. They need better tactics against the spree. Because at this rate, it really is a death sentence.
That was weird.
Very weird.
Nothing weird going on.
Abigail's being nice to me.
Silas here, the spree are attacking.
Just can't wait till we meet again.
Oh, I'm scared.
Where are you
Don't trust
I'm
her.
looking for something. Why?
Is she taking her away from the pageant so she won't be caught up in whatever
I
happens?
want to show you something.
I mean, you call that beautiful. I call that pretty horrific coming out of a dead pigeon.
I've been burned before.
I'm also a mass murderer. Otherwise, I'd really like Stella. I'm annoyed that she's a mass murderer.
Beautiful.
Please don't kiss over the dead pigeon.
Guys.
Something is happening.
We are here. What do you know? I mean, how old are you? Like 12?
Everybody remain calm.
No.
Oh, I'm scared that she's gonna die.
Right now.
Oh, Tally.
I'm not staying here.
Do not touch me.
You're no different from the spree, and this is how you handle it?
Oh my gosh, Tally! He was being very aggressive. She did just defend herself, but with more force than necessary.
We all lost daughters today. Yes, but I did particularly, wouldn't you say, Sarah?
Yeah.
Bring them to justice. How?
Yep, that's
Methods aren't working
a
too
big
well.
question, yeah, because you're just getting more and more people killed.
I am.
Is this not a very democratic leadership if she's just been in charge since the Salem Accords?
Now, sir!
So was it really the spree?
Some dumb teenager released a balloon.
Oh,
So done.
wasn't really the spree.
I really like her. Me too, Tom. Just saying. Soldier couldn't ask for better sisters.
Oh, I love Tally so much. Definitely my favourite character.
You're my witches. You're my witches!
You're her witches! Ominous camera panning. Oh.
Positive.
Is it because she's a really... Are they
Next.
targeting her because she's a particularly strong witch? Or... Oh god. You shouldn't be impatient. You'll be punished. See, I'm intrigued about whether or not Scylla could develop real feelings for Rael, but she's using her. I don't like it. Yeah. You need to respect your evil terrorist commanders. That was another fantastic episode. I absolutely love the world that we have here. The dynamics of it. I really enjoy the dynamics of them training in the school. And I love the three main characters. They are all so different, and Tally is definitely my favourite. I think she's the one I relate to the most. Or at least, you know, she's the nicest one. But I do really love Rael and Abigail, and what I'm really hoping is, you know, we kind of saw they were able to sit down and enjoy pizza together today. So that is a huge first step that I'm hoping we're going to get past the kind of rivalries and everything and just have them be sisters, because they are signing up to go through hell. They have signed up to fight potentially and die together, so they need to be close. And I think they are such a strong unit that it's going to be really fun to watch them explore the full extent of their powers, and I assume explore the spree and what created them. And maybe, I don't like, just sort of change the topic slightly, I do not like Adler, I should point out. I don't trust Adler, and I do think it's somewhat bad that she's still in charge and like the general, like the one in charge, like 400 years later, because it's been a very long time since Salem. I'm sure there have been plenty of capable witches, and if she's lived this long, can she not teach others to live this long? How is she still alive? Yeah, so I don't like that she's still in charge. It's a bit dictatorial, so maybe we're ultimately going to end up taking her down or something, but obviously I do believe that the witches are fighting for good and the spree are evil because they kill a lot of innocents. And yeah, having terrorists who are from a specific group will always lead to the ignorant people, or at least terrified people, becoming ignorant people who turn to be afraid of anyone from that group. You know, we've seen that unfortunately in real life. It's very easy for the far right to whip up hatred against anyone of Muslim origin by just saying, oh, terrorists are Muslims. Even then, they just don't classify what domestic terror by white people as terrorism when it is. But it does mirror the real world in that sense that even though these girls are literally fighting, you know, we saw in the previous episode that man giving up his plane ticket and like everyone being like so awed by this young girl's courage, that this man is now like, oh, what if it's you? And that is hard, and it's especially hard when the organisation has been intercepted by the spree. But I think these are really young girls, and especially as it's conscription, they're not going to be committed, and it's conscription at a time when they're being massacred left, right and centre. I don't blame Glory for being terrified. I don't blame Tally for questioning. You know, she believes so strongly in coming here, she believes so strongly in what she's doing, but everyone is dying. They are being massacred, and I don't blame her for having those doubts. I enjoy this. I want them to become like a bond of sisters, and so that's why I really love that scene with her being like, my witches. So yeah, that is, it is a lot to face. Like, I say I relate to Tally, but I don't know that I would have the courage to sign up to fight when I didn't have to. So I do. She's a lot stronger than me. And to be honest, I think there actually comes more strength in not wanting to stab someone in the eye casually. I mean, yeah, we all knew that the instructor, I know her name, Anna Costa, we knew she had some kind of plan. She wasn't just going to let them stab her in the eye. But I think if a willingness to jump to violence isn't in you, that's pretty much you a better soldier than someone who's willing to immediately jump to violence. But yeah, Abigail is still a very interesting character. She is very much defined by who her family is, and I'm really hoping that we're going to get to see her break away from that, because it does sort of shackle her in. It makes her have this rivalry with this girl. And okay, yeah, like, the girl did something to her first. Maybe if we asked, I think her name was Liver, she would say, oh, before Abigail's debut ball, she knocks me over in the hallway. I don't know. Like, maybe in her mind Abigail started it, but it's very much just a rivalry inherited from their parents, and that's the last thing they need, especially with people turning on the witches and the witches turning on each other with the spree. You know, I hope that we're going to see Abigail, who isn't hugely fond of all the pressure from her mother, will use it to her advantage when she can, but I do hope that we're going to get to see her breaking away from that and just being truly herself. Similarly, Raelle is obviously very much not keen on the whole fighting thing, and again, her mother died doing it and she's been forced to come here. She is not someone that I believe would have chosen to come here, so her struggling with it makes total sense, and I really don't like the way Scylla is using her, and using all of her weak points to pull her into the spree. And obviously she's mine, so Scylla is planning on, as we know, turning Raelle to the spree, of getting her to join them, but I'm pretty sure that her mother was killed by the spree, so I don't know if she's going to abduct her or what, but I don't enjoy their interactions because Scylla is using her, and I haven't yet seen any indications that there's more to it than that, that she's going to actually fall for Raelle or something, that she'll put her first. She's very much manipulating and using her, and I don't like it. Especially, you know, she's receiving orders, and maybe she's going to come to the decision that she doesn't like the spree, but we literally saw she was the terrorist at the beginning, right? She was in the first episode. She killed all those people in that shopping mall. So I don't like Scylla. I love her name, you know, there's Scylla and Charybdis, like, it's a cool name, cool, you know, it should tell you not to trust her, but I'm not enjoying them because she's just using Raelle, and maybe Raelle could be a good influence on her, but I think while all of them, I 100% agree that conscription is wrong. I do not agree with conscription, and I do not agree with the concept of them all being forced, especially after like so many of their family members die and then they're forced into it. But I think she would maybe be coming to terms, not coming to terms with it, but finding the positives more, like focusing on, oh, I've got this group of girls that will be like sisters to me, that we will fight together, and I don't know. The system definitely could do with some changing, but then I believe Abigail said in the last episode that this was the smallest conscription yet. So does that mean that
less and less witches are being born, more witches are dying because they're all because if every single member of a group becomes a soldier and a lot of them die, they will be getting less and less. Or is it just got more finding ways out of it, like Tally would have had, like exemptions because of other families dying? But no matter what, this world is so fascinating and I cannot wait to explore it further. If you want to watch the unedited version, just a quick reminder that it's up on my Patreon along with the next episode, and that the episode after that, and the unedited, what am I saying? The edited reaction, same as the one you see on YouTube, is also already up on Patreon. So yeah, thank you so much for watching.